Cause you about to be an ATLien.
Let me go ahead and talk about Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish while we here, child. Because if I don't talk about that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because y'all getting on my nerves with this Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears. Well, I don't know if you have seen it or not, but Aries Spears had a whole YouTube channel. Well, he probably still has his YouTube channel. And on that YouTube channel, he published a video that said through the eyes of a pedo. Okay, y'all know the rest. And in that video, it featured a young a boy, and it also featured Tiffany Haddish. Okay, here's what it looked like back in the day. Y'all know I be pulling up stuff. Here is what it looked like back in the day. It was published August 24th, 2014. The Mind of a Pet by Aries Spears. Okay. At the time it was deleted, it had 1,231 views. Okay. It had a whole bunch of thumbs down and a few thumbs up, but he deleted the video. In addition to it being on his YouTube channel, it was also on Funny or Die. Okay, it stayed up allegedly for 2 or 3 years on Funny or Die before they deleted it. Now it's coming out after Aries Spears body shamed Lizzo, which is coincidental, I should say, that they Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears are being sued by the children or the child that appeared in that particular video, as well as the older sister of the child that appeared in that video, who appeared in another video that was scandalous. Now, comedians Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears are being accused of grooming and molesting the two siblings in a new explosive lawsuit. The lawsuit, which was filed in LA Superior Court Tuesday by the siblings identified only as Jane Doe, who is now 22, and John Doe, who was born in 2007. Jane, who is John's legal guardian, is the plaintiff in the lawsuit, both individually and on her young brother's behalf. According to the lawsuit, Tiffany and Aries groomed a 14-year-old girl and her then 7-year-old brother and made them film explicit comedy skits. The suit claims that Aries and Tiffany molested the 7-year-old boy at a home while filming a Funny or Die video titled The Mind of a Pedo. Jane Doe claims that Tiffany taught her how to mimic fellatio for a skit when she was only 14 years old. The lawsuit states Haddish verbally explained what was expected of plaintiff Jane Doe and then showed Jane Doe how to do it, including movement, noises, moaning, and groaning. The girl was 14 years old. The siblings claim Tiffany was friends with their mother at the time, and the video featured the 7-year-old boy, which featured the 7-year-old boy, was published online also through Funny or Die when he was too young to consent. Now, some of you may have seen the video, okay? I won't show the video because the boy's face is still in the video. And the boy says that he is traumatized by being in the video when he was so young. He is now about 15 years old, okay? And the video is now circulating again, and the unblurred video is online, and people are watching it, and people are seeing the young boy, and I'm sure it's still traumatic. Don't worry, I'm not. Don't worry. I have seen the video. In the video, the young boy is playing with toys. He had a toy truck. He was doing this too, like he was massaging it. He was rolling on the floor in just his underwear, no shirt, no nothing, with just some drawers on, no socks, no shoes, no nothing, just a pair of drawers with the legs open. He was doing all kind of. It was just like it was just like they was at the Pink with a little boy. Okay. And Aries Spears was there pretending like he was, fantasizing about the kid. It was bad. It was very, very bad. There was nothing funny about it. In another scene, the little boy is taking a bath. You can only imagine if he's nude or not. We don't know. He was in a bathtub full of bubbles. Aries Spears sat on the side of the tub and was pouring water over the boy all sensually. The little boy, a little 7-year-old boy. The boy's foot comes out the water. He massaging the boy's foot. Then next thing you know, he's like, you want Unc to get in with you? And he got in the tub with the boy with all his clothes on and was hugged up on the boy. That was the end of that scene. In the next scene, Tiffany Haddish brings the boy and was like, "Can you keep my kid again? I'm going to the post office." And the man was like, "At 10 at night, you going to the post office?" And she had on the hoochie mama dress. And she was like, yeah, the post office, we be twerking or whatever, whatever. So of course she was going to the club. She just said the post office, but she wanted the man to keep the son. So the man kept the little boy again. And this time, because he had already abused the boy twice in the skits, okay, the little boy was looking through the paper, fantasizing about the grown man. So to me, that's almost like grooming. They were grooming the kid to be like, okay, this is the predator is now stalking you, and now you stalking the predator. And then at the end of all of this, okay, while he's looking at the man now, lusting over him, okay, the man is pouring baby oil on him. He looking at the man, sitting there with his drawers on. He goes over and pours oil on the man, and starts massaging him. And then the little caption comes up, watch who you leave your kids with or something. Not funny. Nothing is funny about it. Okay, they got R. Kelly playing in the background, which is probably the only funny part. I'm just gonna admit it's just R. Kelly. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Why? 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 7-year-old boy. That's all I gotta say. A 7-year-old boy. And now, okay, because of that, the siblings claim Tiffany was friends with their mom. Okay. Now they're claiming that they both have social disorders. Yes, I'm very serious about this video. Okay. I just decided I would, describe it to you instead of even pulling up the pictures, child. Jane Doe says her trauma has prevented her from dating because she's afraid she will be taken advantage of and led down a path of false trust, like the path that Tiffany Haddish led her down. Now, the girls' video, she was a little older. In the girls' video, they had a sub sandwich and and a hot dog, and they wanted her to suck on a hot dog like, and mimic this other video where two people were eating a sub sandwich and came together like they were kissing. They wanted her to eat a hot dog and he eat the other end, and then they come together. The 14-year-old girl. And she said she didn't feel comfortable because, Aries Spears was telling her how to do it, and Tiffany had left the room. So I'm like, they're being accused of grooming. That all sounds like grooming to me. Okay. Um, John Doe, the little boy claims, who is now 15 or so, claims he places band-aids all over cameras on his electronics because he's so afraid of being watched. Okay. The siblings are now suing Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears for damages following their mother's failed attempt to reach a $15,000 settlement with Spears over the molestation video. Well, apparently, the mother sued him in the past, and it was either dismissed or whatever happened, and the judge found that the mother was not the suit wasn't warranted. Now that they are of age, they are suing on their own. Okay. Now, the attorney for Tiffany Haddish actually denies the claims and calls the claims meritless. Now, I had told you Tiffany Haddish is in the video. Tiffany Haddish is bringing the kids in the video. Tiffany Haddish has a direct connection to the kids in the video. Tiffany Haddish brought the kids to the place to do the video. Okay. Tiffany Haddish's lawyer, Andrew Bretler, recently called the allegations of a molestation lawsuit against her and the comedian Aries Spears as meritless and a shakedown. They saying these people just want money. Attorney Bretler suggested the allegations were par for the course because the alleged victim's mother has attempted to sue on these matters numerous times in the past. Plaintiff's mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Miss Haddish for years. And you know what's crazy? what I'm reading right now, I'm reading an official document, right, of some stuff. It's got the mama name in here, but the children are named Jane Doe and John Doe. Why would they put the mama's name out to the public, knowing that the children would be linked to the mom? And the person who put the mom's name out to the public was the attorney. Okay, that's some old anyway. That's some old bullying type tactics because you put the mama name out there, then people gonna go find her and say she lying and blah 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 blah. Anyway, the mom's name out there, and hopefully nobody will say it, but it's out there on the internet. Okay, um, said the mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Miss Haddish for years. Okay, every attorney who has initially taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Miss Haddish would not be shaken down. Now Miss Morris has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action. That is the statement from the attorney. Again, the attorney released the mama's name, even though the children are suing under Jane and John Doe. Okay. Now, Aries Spears seemingly responded to the allegations. Okay. He recently made headlines again for his awful comments about singer songwriter Lizzo. And he seemingly took to social media to address the allegations against him in the lawsuit. The comedian and Mad TV star posted a video on his Instagram page on Thursday where he didn't speak, but he held up index cards one by one that read, "You won't break my soul." Hold on. Okay, here he is. He said, "I'm old school. I'm from the the Cretaceous period. I'm what you call a old school comedic Negro Rex." I guess he was old school and he thought that was funny. Okay, let's see what he's saying. Wow. And then he's promoting himself because now since he been dragged for the Lizzo commentary, now this particular incident has surfaced, and I guess he has a lot to say. Let me see what he doing in this video. DM me for the link to the Spears. Oh my God. Oh my God. He using this as a moment to promote himself. He does not care. He thinks this is all fun and games, y'all. That being said, these two need to be canceled. I'm sorry. I never thought Tiffany Haddish was funny. Like, I met her one time. We was at the strip club. We was at the gay strip club, Swinging Riches in Atlanta. Me, Nene, Derek J, Josh. I think Jason Lee was there in the back paying some strippers to do stuff. Anyway, I'm allegedly okay. Tiffany Haddish was there and she was rolling all on the floor, child, grabbing them men's PPs and stuff. And I'm like, how you on the floor in the gay strip club? Anyway, I'm digressing. But yeah, press one if they cancel. Let me know if you canceling these people. If they are done for, what do you think should happen? Like, look, the mom was asking for 15,000. The people is asking for their whole career. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is it's a very disgusting video, the one that I saw, and I'm sure the second video is no better. It kind of proves, what they say about pedophilia in Hollywood. Okay. We already know what B2K and all of them and Chris Stokes and everything went through. So yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. You said Aries canceled. I'm giving Tiffany a chance to redeem herself. Okay. Well, if one is guilty, why wouldn't the other be guilty? Is it because of his Lizzo comments that you counseling him over her? Oh Lord, I passed by Swinging Richards. I didn't know what that place was. It's not there no more. They say they tore it down, but I don't know. Y'all are not going to blame the parent But what these predators did to these children, it is not their fault. It's the fault of every adult that was on the set and the people that published this mess. You're right. You're right. You're right. I wanted to read some information about the mama again, but I haven't read anything yet. Let me see what else I got about the mama in here. But you're right, the cameramen are at issue. Okay, who was filming, with the little boy with his legs up in the air? Who was doing all of that? Okay. So the Daily Beast got some more information, okay, and said what had happened between the two when they were 14 and 7 at the time. Said about 8 years ago, Jane and John Doe's mother met Tiffany Haddish through the comedy circuit, where they bonded over their messy divorces from their husbands at the time. You know, that happens. My mama did it. My mama had a best friend. That's how I met Carl. Anyway, I'm digressing. We were both going through a divorce, the mother said. The mother told the Daily Beast. Messy, 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 messy divorces. We just got really, really super close. The mom and Tiffany got so close that Tiffany would refer to the siblings as her niece and nephew, calling them on birthdays and Christmas to check in and see how they were doing. In the summer of 2013, Tiffany suggested that she found the perfect role for Jane Doe, which she described as her own commercial. According to the lawsuit, at the time, Jane nor her mother knew what the shoot would entail. All they knew was that Tiffany and Aries were producing the video. Okay. Um, Mm, okay. They said the complaint claims that Spears told Jane to mimic what she had seen on the screen. She showed her a video, including noises precisely like what she had heard. Okay. The 14-year-old, who was allegedly nervous and disgusted, fell silent until Haddish returned to the room. Haddish verbally explained what was expected of Jane Doe and then showed plaintiff Jane Doe how to give fellatio, including movements, noises, moaning, and groaning. At that point, Jane, told the Daily Beast, I knew 100% that what they wanted out of me. The lawsuit describes Spears allegedly looking on while a physically, emotionally, and mentally uncomfortable Jane received this instruction from Haddish. Okay. She said, I tried to mimic what they wanted me to mimic, but it still came out just super awkward and uncomfortable. Jane told the Daily Beast, I knew when I left the booth that I didn't complete what they wanted me to do. Haddish paid Jane $100, the lawsuit claims, before sending her home. At the time, Jane said she tried to shrug off what had happened. I didn't confide to my mom. I didn't confide to nobody else about how weird I felt in that moment. A year later, it is said that Tiffany hit the mom up again with a similar pitch, requesting Jane's little brother John to act in a video. According to the lawsuit, Tiffany told the mom and son that they were filming a sizzle reel for Nickelodeon. However, the minor child ended up in a video titled Through a Pedophile's Eyes, which was posted on Funny or Die as well as other online platforms. Funny or Die says they eventually removed the video due to it being so disgusting. The shoot was shot at Aries' home, where both siblings were in attendance, minus their mother. In the lawsuit, Jane describes how Tiffany's demeanor changed after they were no longer in the company of their mother. It was like a whole 180 almost, she told the Daily Beast. Tiffany had never been mean to me, never raised her voice to me until this point. For the shoot, the children were allegedly separated. Jane said Tiffany told her to remain on a couch downstairs while her brother went upstairs to film. That might have been when he went upstairs to that bathtub scene I told y'all about. Anyway, in the disturbing clip, the girls trip actress stars as the boy's guardian, who acts Aries' character, who is a to watch him while she runs errands. The disturbing video still exists and is online currently. Okay, but I told you I wasn't sharing it. Especially since the minor child's face is shown in the video. We tried to watch the clip, but we had to turn it off because it was so creepy. Okay. Um, I already told I did the rundown of the video. Okay. And there's that. I'm trying to see if the mom said anything. Hold on. After the shoot, John Doe called his mom crying, saying he did not want to film anymore. according to the suit. Jane Doe said that after seeing her brother's face following the shoot, she was immediately scared because I didn't know what had happened to him. What When that happened, the only thing I could feel was how I felt in my video with Tiffany, Jane added later. I didn't know at the time if anything happened with him, like what had happened to me, but I just felt like something wasn't right with that moment. When the mom asked Tiffany what was going on, she wasn't able to get a clear answer. She said something to the effect of, I don't think acting is for him, the mother recalled. And I'm like, what the F you mean acting isn't for him? My son is crying. Like, what is going on? Over the next week after the shoot, the mom allegedly contacted Aries to request to see the footage of her son. She said he allegedly kept repeating that it had not yet been edited. Then he allegedly claimed John Doe had been so uncooperative that his footage had been deemed unusable and subsequently deleted. Child, he kept that in his own private stash, child. It was not unusable. It was online. Anyway, I'm digressing. Um, the mom goes on to say all the trauma, all the memories, all the anxiety and depression and guilt and shame and fear. I feel like all of those emotions were triggered when this video situation came to a head. The mom said, to find out that she had violated such a sacred trust, I trusted her with my children. That is what pushed me over the edge. Okay, so the mom tried to file a lawsuit. And again, they say she didn't have a case. And now since the children are of age, they are suing. Y'all keep asking about the mom. The mom said she trusted Tiffany. They were friends, and Tiffany was like, she had jobs for her kids. So I don't know, but you said Tiffany will still have my shoe stuck somewhere to this day. I'm sorry, I got people working in here, so Biggie might start barking occasionally. No more. She read it, now she canceled. Okay. And she filed a police report. Okay. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica always had a teacher. Not arrested. Hollywood money protects them. Ooh. You said you don't believe the mom. Why wouldn't you believe the mom? Do you believe the children? Why did they wait so long though? They said the mama had filed, and maybe because the children started going through experiencing trauma. You know. Anyway, listen. I don't know why. All I know it is wrong, 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 wrong. When you see the video, you would be disturbed as well. But I'm moving on. Okay.